Welcome, ladies and gents, back to FACEIT TV here for the FACEIT League 2015. I'm DDK, and this is Sick James.
Hello, I'm Sick James.
Because he's
I'm
sick, and he's James.
Yeah, so forgive my commentary or lack of today, because I am not a whale. I'm not a whale bunny.
I like
doesn't really make any sense.
Your clothing.
I know you want it, don't you?
I want some swag.
Not mine, but like.
I only have shirts because I didn't take. I only was able to take so much back with me when I moved, so I just got shirts, dress shirts. Because I'm always dressed to impress.
Swag, 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 swag. I look really nice in Razor t-shirts, actually.
In which?
That's why, like, all my profile pictures are from one DreamHack Valencia, where I'm wearing a Razor t-shirt, but also because I was in Valencia and it had I got a super nice tan.
I'd love to go to Valencia and get a tan.
Valencia has good food. Got paella.
I'm really pasty. It looks unhealthy.
One of our staff referred to you as Dracula, Dan.
That's great. So I look so unhealthy that I am the Walking Dead, essentially. That's fantastic.
Don't make me laugh. I can't laugh.
Okay, don't laugh. We have TSM. We got LGB. LGB Esports. Yesterday, their T side was phenomenal. However, they are kicking things off on the CT side, which may or may not be a blessing for them. We'll see. It is a bit of a CT-sided map here on Miragi, as we get the push coming in up. Connector from Team Solo mid. They are actually really good at these fast connector pushes. I remember being very impressed in Aspen by them for those. However, they are getting absolutely wrecked. Polly with 2 quick frags, and karrigan is going to go down as well, and we have ourselves an easily 1 pistol for LGB. So that is the start that they need, and this should be worrying for TSM. This should be very worrying, because if LGB get the ball rolling, I don't know if the ball will stop, James. I think it's going to just crush through all
Speaking of balls,
Danes.
Let's get the photoshops of Dan as Dracula going. Come on.
Speaking of balls.
Tweet at FACEIT, tweet at James Bardolph, tweet at follow DDK. Let's do this.
I don't know.
Okay, so we are on the eco here.
I don't support this for the record.
Team Solo Mid. Do you think there's an irony with the name of this team and like the way mid is played in Counter-Strike? No.
No.
Okay.
I thought about this before and no.
No. So this is like a MOBA reference.
Oh yeah, you know nothing of MOBA.
I've never played a MOBA in my life.
I've played like thousands of games of Dota and never really touched it. So.
I only play games that have AWPs in them. So
there is AWPs in MOBAs.
An actual AWP?
No, but you just close enough.
There's an AWP in TF2. I have 500 hours in TF2.
It's like actually, you know, because they did they? Wait, hang on. Let's just check the money real quick. All right, so yeah, this is actually quite interesting here. They didn't go for a big investment at all with these pistols. There's no armor actually, and nobody's dead for LGB. This is a sick result actually for LGB actually for their money. So I'm surprised actually that they didn't just pistol armor up, because this would indicate that on the 4th round they're going to want full stock of nades, probably an AWP. But they're like really saving money pretty hardcore at the moment. They didn't get the bomb down in the 1st round, so very light investment from TSM. So
could they be going for, well, I was going to say double AWP, but on the T side, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't think the double AWP, but they just want a lot of cash to play the nades. So it's very likely they're going to go for a set play. We're going to see them just kind of charging into the A-bomb site, see what they can get done. 2 frags though for them, which is okay. But I think the previous round it was a completely clean round for LGB. So you can see that reflected in their money. It's really, really good. Now there's the AWP. Here is like the super full buy from TSM because they saved so much money. Look at that. It's completely full. If they'd actually gone for pistol armor, what you would see is like an AK armor and like maybe 1 or 2 grenades. But you can see right now, full stock on everything. AWP as well, with completely full stock.
I respect that.
Yeah, I like this.
That's why I don't like to force on the 2nd round, because I like to get the AWPs.
Exactly, and if you have a plan, then that's fantastic as well. And we're seeing that their initial plan is to take middle control. Excellent work here from the AWPer device. He takes 2 quick frags with the support of his teammates in middle, and they have so many options to play with now. They can either, with this mid control, turn it into a B play or an A play. It completely depends on how they interpret the situation. But here is Polly coming up with the AWP of his own. Going to take down cajunb. They wouldn't have expected this. Oh, karrigan with the jump. He's actually going to force himself to get only tagged by the AWP and not taken out because of that mid-air connection. So really well done by him to jump through into the AWPer. And now device is in position. So they're going to give up this round to LGB. And TSM are going to take it. So
Hosey's man boobs.
Excuse me, what?
The name of the gun.
Oh my god.
Not going to ask any questions about that one.
Let's just leave that there.
Okay, so TSM win the first buy round for both teams after losing the pistol. And again, LGB do say that their T side is their more favoured side, generally speaking, but let's not over-scrutinize the CT side. It may be more than reasonable. We'll have to see. Again, they are playing against very strong competition. LGB, definitely the underdog team in the league, came through. I think we all expected that to, now flip side, to make it, but wasn't to be.
One quick note, actually, is the thing that I'm afraid of for LGB is if they don't have strong connector control, I feel like TSM could actually get loads of rounds. They're going to go for a quick A play at the moment, it would seem. But TSM's ability to, once they have middle, to bust open connector is really strong. We saw this again at Aspen. They did this very well. And they're going to go in for a super fast play. I love this. All dropping out of the balcony super fast. And LGB didn't have players in position. Both go down immediately who were on the A site. I love this. I am in love with that kind of play on the A site, and then quickly take over CT spawn as well.
RUBINO and zEVES rotated through B extremely quickly, though, it must be said. However, they weren't as fast as Team Solo Mid's push onto the A bomb site. They do take it with 5 players, and Device is running around in T spawn. So he's looking for the save, isn't he? He's looking for the save. He sees the player. Oh, but he manages to escape in timely fashion. Unbeknownst to Device, who thinks he's still stuck in the corner, so he has the angle advantage.
The awesome thing about the balcony drop, the palace drop that they did, is that even if the CTs smoke it, you can actually just still do that. Because the entire point is just that you basically, as you come out of the doorway, you immediately drop onto the site as immediately as you possibly can. You just drop off the side. And so unless they have somebody in the right position to spray those guys down...
Sorry, from Palace you're talking about?
From Palace, yeah. So unless they have someone in position to spray you down, you're on the site immediately, which makes it so much easier for the guys to get up slope, because the CTs who are on the actual site itself are going to be challenged and probably immediately taken down. But even if there's smoke there, you can still do that. So it's really nice.
Something you mentioned about, well, actually, I don't think we'll have time, as TSM are just charging onto the site here.
Same thing again from them, more or less. This is looking very powerful here. TSM showing that they really can pack a punch behind some of these rushes. No slow shenanigans from them. It is all a no-nonsense fast play after fast play onto the A site. It's yielding positive result in all these kills. The bomb keeps repeatedly going down from TSM. Just in a 2-on-2 now. Device there with the AWP, able to take down one extra frag onto Rain. And now it's all on jkaem, who is making his way forwards. There is the incendiary planted onto the slope. That's going to make his life a little bit easier as he tries to get some good angles here on these players. There it is, that one-on-one, but the bomb is ticking faster and faster. Device has surely done more than enough. Indeed he has. And TSM going to pick up another round. Now, James, I put this question to you from like a game theory perspective. Do they just keep doing this? Or do because there is the thing that LGB could say, okay, well, we could actually change our setup to counter specifically what they've been doing, because what they've been doing has been working and hitting a weakness, or maybe just expecting them to do it again because it's working so well.
Well, I feel like
and they are maybe doing that. I
feel like the CTs would need more bodies on the bomb site to try and contest with that. They've definitely got only one player to the B bomb site, so they seem to be more than ready for it. And now I like that strat from TSM, because I feel like the nades on the A bomb side that every man, woman, and dog does make their pushes very telegraphed. However, they are not giving them those warning shots with those grenades. Yeah. So they're just running straight onto the site, and that in itself has significant advantages.
And here we go. They are making their way onto the site here. zEVES is going to go down straight away as TSM roll on in. But heavy losses here, as getting that bomb down seems to be more of a costly affair than was initially thought for TSM. 2 versus 4, Device and dupreeh left. 2 excellent fraggers. Device gets himself, an excellent response with that Tech 9. Good tag there onto a player that's finished off quickly by dupreeh. Polly, though, going to be gunning him down, gets a shot in the back with the AWP of Device in a 1-on-1 now. It was a 2-on-4. Now it's a 1-on-1. Device goes for the peek. He gets the shot with the Tech 9. And oh my goodness, TSM are putting in some really strong rounds here. I really like how they're playing. to be honest, because they're really abusing their individual skill, and the immediacy of some of these pushes is gorgeous to watch.
I think Valve need to significantly reduce the clip size in the Tech 9. Just on a side note, I'm not saying it was massively impactful on that match, but it just has too many bullets in the clip, far too many bullets. Ooh, Polly on fire. Back to a point you said a few rounds ago, with regards to Connector, because of the way LGB are capable of taking it on the T side, I'm sure they are aware of its importance on the CT side. But they are going to get sprayed down so far on all these nades. Going to get sprayed down on this eco.
Yeah, I just the thing is that balcony play, the palace play, is something that I just absolutely love so much. And you have to ask yourself, like, how can LGB actually counter that? Like 3 guys immediately dropping out onto the site. I guess having a guy on stairs is really important in situations like that. But if there's a flash, all it takes is like half a second for those guys to all just drop down straight away onto the site, and then that guy is not going to be able to help the situation anymore. So it's, I don't know, I really like that, because some of the problems about these set plays that we see is that if the CTs are good enough at counter flashes, if the player on shadow is good enough, then they can't get from T slope onto the actual bomb site. But we see with this play, they get 3 players onto the bomb site immediately. So then this guys on slope can get there more easily as well. So, and the thing is that they haven't even shown all of their repertoire yet. It's like Polly's going to try to challenge before the smoke is going to block him off. And TSM looking like they're going to go for another A play here. They do have 2 players moving through underpass, looking to get themselves set up in connector. They're cycling players back towards the A slope and palace area. So looking for that 3-pronged attack play. I am a plonker. Talking about plonks. But here we go. Karrigan trying to edge his way up now as TSM are in connector. dupreeh goes down though to RUBINO. cajunb gets the trade. He's applying the pressure. That's going to allow the rest of TSM now to come up the slope to get on through Palace onto the bomb site. And again, it's like clockwork for them. These T rounds are just sublime for the Danes. This is great Counter-Strike to watch. This is Counter-Strike. Not that what was it? That little moment which we captured with Shox just jumping up and down with the scout when you were like, this is Counter-Strike. No. This is Counter-Strike.
Indeed it is, Dan. I wonder, how many rounds do you think that, considering the what we think is the strength of LGB's T side, how many rounds do you feel like they need on the CT side versus TSM to be in with a good shout
9
on their own? 9 rounds on the CT side?
Yeah.
Or you
I would say 9 rounds, because TSM are just like super good, like individually. Just I mean, a lot of the merit of their play is how simple it is. It's well constructed, but it's simple, and it just relies on how individually skilled they are. Every single player on TSM, like even karrigan, I think karrigan's gotten a bit of a bad rap here and there, but karrigan's a lot better than I think, you know, than he's been given credit for. And he's settling into the team well. Obviously, he's a shot caller for the team. But everybody else on that team is really good at fragging. Device, dupreeh, zipnix, cajunb. These guys are sick fraggers. So LGB have that to contest with.
Okay, so RUBINO has fallen already on the next buy for LGB, which is going to stretch LGB for this round. There's still a minute on the clock. And they have to be careful because they're lacking in information. At the moment, it's just all guesswork as to where the bomb is, where it might be going. But they're getting indications now. However, the flash didn't go there in their favor. And Polly has gone absolutely nuclear here for LGB. 4 frags at the very least for him. jkaem with the final one.
Nice. Polly, look at that. Look at the score. The score there.
And he's the new addition to their team.
Yeah.
Obviously, he used to play for RUBINO in a previous lineup, but he is the newest addition to LGB, and he is going huge for them right now. So he's bringing them closer to that magical 9, Dan.
Indeed. So here we go. LGB again have to deal with potentially a bit of an A play. That should be coming in at some point here for TSM. They're mixing it up at the moment, not as much focus on balcony. You can see that that Rain was concerning himself with that initially. But look at this, they smoked off the site, and they're not concerning themselves with the balcony at all. And they're going to plant in front of the boxes here, towards slope, towards main. They're going to fall back. They're going to let the CTs be on the site. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, they've got dupreeh in mid as well, so he can pop through connector should he need to later on. And indeed, that's exactly where he's going now.
Really good mix-up of how to have these set plays on the site, but now it's all in device, all in his hands. He's got to peek out here. He's on fire, and the flames are going to get him. And the defuse does come in, but it was 4 players lost there for LGB. It's going to certainly tax them on the monies. So if TSM were to win this round, actually, they'll have the economic advantage at least to be able to take the following rounds left in the first half. But we'll have to see how things actually pan out here, because LGB going to be flashing over with RUBINO into middle to allow his teammate to peek. You can see how he's delaying this a little bit. Probably looking for a shot there, but no one to appear yet for TSM into middle. And we have all the Danes rallying up in the B apartments currently, looking for a play onto B. There's 2 men for LGB on the B bomb site, so it's really going to be about how well they are going to place their grenades, how well their positions are going to work out to defend against this, and how soon they're able to call this for reinforcements to arrive. In go the counter grenades. So good incendiary. zEVES in position to take some excellent kills here. karrigan goes down, and they are trickling in. dupreeh needs to pull out a big result here. He's the only one deep on the bomb site. His teammates are getting in now, and dupreeh is getting the frag, as well as zitnix, as the flashes, the distractions. Too much here for LGB as they go down a man. TSM looking strong, but it could all be over here if Rain's flank is good. He gets the bomber. The bomb is not planted. 30 seconds left for them to get that. And it's a one-on-one now. cajunb versus Polly. As Polly is looking for the shot there from the kitchen area. Bomb needs to be collected here for cajunb. He's only got 15 seconds left. I do believe it's covered. Just about, as he looks for some scrap of information. There it is. The bomb goes down. Polly. He's got 30 seconds to play with, well, about 25 seconds to play with before he has got to go for the defuse. He doesn't have a kit, though, that said. And cajunb now going to get the frag, so well played to cajunb. And we're going to have another round for TSM. And LGB, their money, James, it is gone.
Indeed, it is ruined, it is decimated, it is destroyed. So, Mag 7 coming out. jkaem with a bit of extra money. He's going to balance the money out with the players who have more money on his team. You can see some of them are around 1,400, but most around the 2,500 mark. So he's just going to be on a level with them, and we'll have some toys to play with at the same time. Rain, what are you doing? With a mere pistol, he's taken out 2. He's got the bomb. He's got an AK as well. He's got... Dan, everyone's dead.
They're all dead. Oh, no. It is a massive... It's a massacre. A huge amount of kills coming there for LGB as they take advantage. Rain and zEVES alone against dupreeh. dupreeh is certainly got a lot of time in this round, but he's not got a lot of information. zEVES going to find him as he makes all the stepping sounds. And we have 7-6 now, so LGB, there you go. That's what you needed. I was afraid that because of the fact that our economy was so terrible that TSM would just take the rest of the rounds. But that's not to be the case, thanks to that really immaculate individual performance. And now, LGB can fight back once again. But still, best case for them is 8-7. And that's still going to be tough against the likes of TSM. That's a nice smoke, actually. That's actually quite a nice one. That's a nice angle.
I went to the well one too many times.
Oh, no, you got stuck, did you?
I did.
We got stuck.
I think this might be updated today, actually.
So we should enjoy it whilst it lasts.
Yeah. This could be... We said this last week, but this could be the final time, Dan. Let's have a moment of silence for the smoke grenade. Go straight to a flashbang.
Man, I can't wait till we can hold alt and all the nades. All the nades.
Me too.
Okay, so dupreeh is able to play with the AWP at the moment. So let's check out dupreeh real quick. They're going to make their play in, and he is going to be key in finding these openings. So here it is. There is a player behind the little crate there. Here's dupreeh missing the shot. The teammate going down. Ooh, Rain with 2 quick frags. In comes jkaem from behind. And we have ourselves a tie game, 7-7.
That was a nice angle dupreeh was holding on that box. He was expecting a CT, like maybe he saw it from a common round, but he was just holding an angle waiting for the CT to stand up to shoot, to take his head off. However, Rain was very patient indeed in that position. So LGB not too far away from that 9th round, that magical 9th round that Dan prophesied them needing. Most they can get now is 8, but we'll see if it will be enough should they win it.
I just think that TSM will have a really strong CT side, but we'll have to see. LGB now defending against the A push again. They wanted to go for the fast drop. It was so good in the past, but this time, Rain is feeling himself on fire at the moment with all the kills. And there's device now tapping away, able to take down zEVES. But look at all these players. He's not going to survive the onslaught. And we have an 8-7 half. LGB looking alright. I mean, individually looking pretty good. 8 rounds on CT.
Okay, so guys,
not the best, but
after this match we'll be having an AMA
with James,
with DGK on Razer Comms. So if you don't have Razer Comms, download the client from razorzone.com, Razer Comms, and look for the FACEIT community channel. You can be in there and subject him to your questions.
Or subject James to questions.
So the group is FACEIT.com. I can barely talk, Dan.
I will question you. I will relay.
Okay, so we are in the pistol round. We've got lots of T's in the underpass area. You can see Polly there, trying to make it through to site, being tagged from short. Looking for the frags. Oh, he's got burst fire on, and indeed he will shoot and he will find. 2 versus 3. LGB with a slight disadvantage there. But lots of time on the clock. Still in possession of the bomb as well. This is why you're doing the AMA, Dan.
You're dying. All right. How long have you got left to live, James?
Mere minutes, Dan. Mere minutes.
Okay. Minutes? Don't die next to me. Can you at least go somewhere else first?
That is the worst thing you've ever said to me.
I mean, seriously. Have some consideration, please. Trying to do a show here.
That's literally the worst thing you've ever said to me in your entire life.
All right.
I just want you to know that I recognize that. But we are in a 2v2. dupreeh with the angle. Can he get the kills?
Looks like it's proving a bit more difficult than they'd like it to be. But they've been pretty on point, especially Rain. He's already with 3 kills. And we have Device and dupreeh moving in together now. 2-on-2. This is going to be a really interesting round. It's going to set the tone for the next few rounds. And both of these teams want that early advantage. That is a nice nade there onto the jump boxes. But no one's there. Here we go. Got LGB forced in. Oh my god! Rain! Just through the smoke. 1, 2. That's it. And good night. Lights out for TSM in that round. As we do have 9-7. LGB getting a good start on the tee off. This, James, is it going to happen? Are they going to do this? It's going to happen.
It's in their hands. They are entirely capable. They're in the bright place. Oops.
It's in their hands. Indeed it is. We do have pistols here for TSM. Nothing more than that. No armor. Only pistols. Not investing more than that. Got the B play coming in. And TSM trying to use those 5.7s, but so far not going so well. Le parkour. Le parkour. And in comes LGB though. They're not phased by any fancy jumping around. They're just going to gun down the rest of the players.
Do you even need a P90 these days? When you've got a 32 clip Tech 9?
No.
Because it's got better armor, right? It's got the 1-shot damage. So, and it's what, $500? It's a no-brainer to me. P90 versus 32 bullet Tech 9. I will take the Tech 9 every time.
Imagine if you could dual wield the Tech 9s for $1,000.
Wow.
That would be.
That would be and use the mouse wheel
and
to
mouse
fire.
wheel, yes, like in 1.6. I don't know if you could do that in Source as well, but you could in 1.6. But RUBINO covering the flank there in case the CTs were to push on their eco. LGB though making their way into the B-bomb site, once again trying their luck here. Moving in as a unit, using these SMGs to their well, just jkaem actually with P90. But used to full effect here, able to pick up a lot of kills. And they've been winning these rounds clean. Right after dupreeh dies here, let's check the money. Let's check the money. You can even do it now if you want. Look at that. It's going to be on a really nice cash after this round. Oh my goodness. It's going to be really, really nice for them.
Now I think about it.
Yes.
Valve reduced I think they reduced the number of clips that a P250 has. But the Tech 9 went unscathed.
But wasn't it? It was an accidental nerf, wasn't it? So
no, it hit the P2000 as well.
Oh, P2000. Oh, yeah, that was it.
Yeah. But I mean, the Tech 9 is the elephant in the room. It's not even the elephant in the room, Dan. It's the elephant at the dog show.
I still say elephant in the room stands out more than elephant dog show, but I get your point, James. I get your meaning.
I think, Dan.
If
you want to get technical and nerdy about it, I think an elephant at a dog show would have a wider audience than an elephant in a room.
Fair point. But I've been calling the Tech 9 out for a long time, so I'm totally with you on that one. Either way, LGB, now on the gun round of TSM, are going to be able to make a pick in middle. And this is what we've seen from them that's so good about their T rounds, is how well they're able to take down middle. And you know what? There's no messing around here. They're the two players up slope. They're going to go straight in here. TSM making something of it, though. They're able to get some good kills coming in, but Polly with the AWP on shore. That's going to put quick work of karrigan as zipnix comes in from the back. 2 quick frags there from zipnix as Polly, who was the flanking player for LGB.
Look how he's holding the angle in case he gets smoked off. They won't smoke him off.
Against Device now. Device so close. Oh, he's going to go for the spray. Switches out for the AK. Keeps the spray going. Mows down Polly. And the defuse is going to come into play. And he's going to be able to pick himself up the AWP. So,
ooh, has he got time for this?
Oh, this is going to be
I don't
really
think
close.
he has. I think he's going to be 1 second on the clock.
Oh, so close.
Down to a T, my friend.
Oh
I knew
my
exactly
goodness.
how much time he'd have left.
Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god, if he got that, he would have had an AWP as well. But look at the difference that round is going to play. Because now they have to
he's gone from something to nothing, Dan.
They have to eco now. This is a disaster. This should be... Oh, what is that? He's got big papa pump. Device. He's going to go straight into apartments with big papa pump.
He's waiting for a flash from a teammate. Where is it, Nix? He's the only one with a flash, so... He's on B, so okay. He's not waiting for a flash.
He's waiting for some bodies to come his way.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
I don't even know what song that is.
It's Drowning Pool. Bodies. Don't do that.
I don't understand it, Dan.
That was in every frag movie ever, circa 2003.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Man, I'm so old. Here we go. Shotgun not going to prove effective. Could have been a big play though, but they are neutralizing the defense of TSM on the A-bomb site with these measly pistols. Not much they can do with those. zipnix going to go down soon as well. Bomb gets planted. But yeah, man, there's like ways I can tell what year frag movies were made by which like songs were used in them. Because there's, for example, there was a huge amount of frag movies that used the Matrix movie, the Matrix music, or for example, Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Linkin Park is a big one. It's a big one. Oh my god, Linkin Park. OMG. Okay, so 13-7. TSM back with another buy. Where's our cajunb at? Where is our cajunb at? There he is. Over towards the B-apps. Gonna go for a deeper angle. And it's a good angle to hold. You have to see if Polly is going to walk into this one. Polly actually is being quite cautious. He's not being baited into this. He's in fact waiting for an aggressive play from a CT player. But here he goes. Oh wow, the timing is amazing. Now he moves into it just as the rotation comes in. So that's beautiful there. His teammates providing distraction. That's a huge flanking effort from Polly. But will he actually come into effect here? Because right now the bomb goes down. His teammates are dying. And he's still not... Like, Polly is just not having an impact there. RUBINO now has to slow them down. He's got to buy time. But Polly coming in finally gets in position with the AWP. And that bomb is still ticking away. You can see that now it's all been a cunning ploy to get Polly in that position with the AWP. Can he now clutch it out? Looks like he won't. He got smoked off. And the CTs will make the round theirs. 13-8. And perhaps if Polly had an AK there, that extra mobility. Could have seen a more interesting
It's not often
result from that.
you see the, the guy with the least frags on top of the leaderboard. I suppose because of diffuses and so on, karrigan up there with 8 kills. Good team, but he's got all the stars, baby.
All about the stars.
zEVES planted the bomb without the bomb code in that previous round. I just want to note that. He's got hacks.
He's hacked the bomb. Oh my god.
He's got bomb hacks.
Alright, dupreeh going to take down zEVES. Good positioning there on Shadow. Device looking over towards connector. They don't really have any connector control. Device is basically it. And look how far away he is. He can get smoked off. He can get... He's very exposed peeking over like this. Now they know he's there. He can't use that position.
He can't re-repeek, can he?
Exactly. He can't use that now.
He's ruined. He's soiled goods.
So LGB though, the thing is that their positioning, they still don't have... Oh, what is this? How did jkaem get there? cajunb, massive blind spot, holding the communication of TSM, and that's a massive result now. That's going to force rotation. Now...
It's because Device couldn't re-peek.
It's all about LGB, how they call this now, because they just got an advantage. They've got, look at the position that they have. They've got connector, they've got a guy in jungle, a guy in CPL. They have the middle of the map. They can go anywhere they want. And they're slowly pushing in and out. The A bomb site. There's dupreeh over by slope. Ooh, that's a nice kill and a half there from dupreeh. Maybe that's 2 in a row as they do secure the round. TSM, they still aren't going to force an eco from LGB, but they're getting close now.
Got to say, it was good, really good play by LGB, and we are aware of how strong their connector play is. But then the positioning from TSM afterwards to make it nigh on impossible for the bomb to go down at least on the A bomb site. It's great to see these plays from both teams. Exploitation and recovery. Ooh.
Indeed. Slower play here from LGB, straight up into the A site. No telegraph moves because there's no nades. So LGB with that stroll into that site, looks like it's going to be an easy plant. TSM in a hell of a predicament. A lot of trouble now for them. zEVES going to take one through the smoke. cajunb as well takes one down by short, but the problem is that they're really far away. And look how far jkaem's in towards the vent area. This is impossible for them to move forward. Surely zEVES will get the frag, but there's too little time to actually go for this, so they have to back away. Now, James, let's look at the monies. How are TSM doing here? Are they going to be able to afford to buy? Looks like they are fairly broke. Going to get some cash from this, but it's not going to be
showing anything yet.
So we gotta wait.
Okay, and there's the cash. Well, I think it was the same actually, but there we go.
'Cause
2 orbs coming out, so they are going to splash the cash down.
Splash that cash.
They're going shopping at Macy's. They want the Manolo shoes.
So this is it. This is the last stand for TSM. LGB on 14 rounds.
Oh, if it's the last stand, Dan, hopefully it won't be as bad as the X-Men film.
Boom! Shots fired. Okay. cajunb working on terrain there. He's got himself a good angle on middle. We know that he likes to re-peek, and I think LGB know that as well at this point. He's been re-peeking a lot in middle with that AWP. So we get out of there though. He's smoked off. Not much more to do there now. Gets away with minimal damage done to him, and a frag for his team. So, good result here for TSM to hang on to this. And once again, you can see that the money here is against the ropes for LGB. So LGB, if they win this, it's pretty much LGB's map. If they lose this round, TSM have a really strong chance to make a comeback because they'll be up against Eco, and that should put them in good stead to get some momentum going. But it's going to have to take a good defense here on this B site. LGB looking for that play in. It's just zEVES here that's close at the moment. Oh, we do have another player cycling into kitchen now. So TSM might have a good defense. That's an immediate kill there onto karrigan. zEVES, so much to do. He's only got 1 kill with the rifle. Switches to the pistol, gets nothing. 3 on 3 now as we have the smokes go down towards the kitchen area. Nate's going in. cajunb finds the head of jkaem, cuts it clean off as the bomb goes down. Polly going for the peek behind the flash, gets eliminated by Device. RUBINO against 3 players. This is a huge round here for TSM. RUBINO gets eliminated. Device coming out huge for his team once again. cajunb being device with those AWPs, man. They saved the round. 3 players killed for TSM. So it's a costly one, but LGB getting the bomb down. You can see that they're just barely able to scrape together a buy thanks to that bomb. And they're going to have quite a few nades in there as well. So that extra $800, really all the difference for them here. Now having the ability to have loads of nades.
Yeah, that was a priceless round for TSM. The double ops continue. Let's have a very quick look at where they are. You can see Device was just picking a slope, that spawn timing peak, to take that angle, but he's going to re-peek it again and again. And the other AWP is going to be looking over to mid. Nice flash for his teammates to have a look, but the push is coming in onto the A-bomb site from LGB. cajunb going to back off, play the range of the AWP, and try and go for the potentially a retake of his teammates, as they are pretty much spread out. Apart from... Oh
my god, that's hilarious. That is cheeky. And it might just be a clean round here, more or less, with TSM, only losing dupreeh. Oh my goodness. I can't believe he went for that. I think he was just holding, like, whilst it's been planted, I think it's holding use for the defuse.
Let's look at that in the demo.
That's hilarious.
Nice. Attempt. I respect that. Ooh, barely survives with that gun. TSM closing in on LGB here. They're going to have to be very careful with how they choose to use their money. Are the Norwegians here. Again, they're just going to continue with one weapon. Some Rec 9s. With those Rec 9s, anything can happen.
Indeed, indeed, it can. But they don't have any nades to really throw behind it. They've only got a few. Couple smokes. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to be good enough. They've struggled enough with the B plays when it came to like really fully executed rounds. So LGB, we're not seeing as much of their connector play as we did in yesterday's Mirage match for them. Oh, this is a nice angle. Can they bait out the peak here? cajunb baited out, but he gets the kill onto jkaem, and that was a good attempt from LGB. They're still going to put someone up through the window though. Might be expected by cajunb. I think he's still looking towards the smoke, but he's got to also put his attention on jungle because they're wrapping him, and they are going to pick up the weapon. That's an AWP onto Rain. 2-on-4 now. Rain and RUBINO left over.
They don't really have a way of breaching the site now. karrigan's emerged onto short because he had the crossfire set up with the player in CT, which was Device, and there was a player on site as well. So they had a triangle of doom. Should LGB try to retrieve the bomb in that situation? However, round has since passed. LGB with the buy again, and you can see how much money is left in the bank. They are 2 rounds away from taking down TSM here.
I really like LGB's logo. It's like a little flame made out of the letters LGB. That's pretty awesome.
Maybe it is.
So, shout outs to whoever made the design that logo. We're going to have, maybe they should do SKDC's logo as well. TSM now going to be put to the test on the A defense as LGB go in, but look at the counter grenades from the Danes. They're pretty strong actually, able to take down 2 players, and they haven't yet been able to get onto the bomb site. This is the typical dilemma. And, what I was talking about by having those 2 players drop out of balcony immediately, getting onto the player that's on the bomb boxes can be really hard sometimes, and we saw it right there. The counter grenades doing all the work, and TSM 1 away now from tying it up, and the money is in tatters here for LGB. Going to be buying up some Tech 9s, so they're going to go for the Tech 9 armor plate because they had just barely enough for a proper buy, so they decided, you know what, instead of saving again, let's just Tech 9 armor it. And will it be enough here? Fast play, just straight up rush. Can they make this work? Grenade stopping zEVES just for a moment. Oh my goodness, the damage is absurd. TSM annihilate the push.
Look how well drilled they were, though, LGB. They had 3 nades all going in the right places. We had pop flashes off the wall, through the window, Molotovs by the van area. Everything doing good. Problem is, if you're just going to non-stop rush into B, it's so telegraphed. The CTs can throw Molotovs in there, as you saw. Pop flashes as well, if there's more than 1 person there. Then if you cause traffic and you can't see where you're going and you get stuck in the fire, then your teammates are going to get fried like popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken. I know not of this. Alright. That's the conversation for later. Alright, we have an advantage here for device. Sorry, we have the advantage here for LGB taking down device. As Rain gets challenged. Rain almost looking for that second kill there, almost finding it, but it does get neutralized. jkaem to eliminate zEVES from the round as well, and he might just find one more player. There it is. dupreeh gets taken out as well. LGB suddenly, with these individual plays, are looking at a round win. cajunb's the only man to stop them now, and he's gonna drop the bomber. Got to pick that one up, and I think it was picked up indeed. Yeah, it's going to go down. cajunb, and 1 on 3. He's got to assume that he's potentially being flanked here, and of course we know that's the reality. He's feeling it as well. Look at this, turns around. What a shot there from cajunb. Still though, he's got 2 more players to find, and that bomb is ticking away. He does have a kit, already down to 46 health. Going to go straight in here. No messing around from cajunb, and looking for those players. And there it is, gets the next shot, cajunb. There is still jkaem though, as he spins around. cajunb gets that next shot. Surely he does not have the time. Oh my god, he doesn't. It's so close. What an amazing attempt from cajunb.
Even though he didn't win that round, that was so much heart. An insane performance.
So much heart in that play.
That was really something.
That was, dude, cajunb is really good.
You have to respect that.
I mean, I feel like he's been in the shadows sometimes of device, dupreeh, and sometimes zEVES as well. But in the last month or so, month and a half, 2 months, I've started to see more and more skill from this man in this new lineup that we have with karrigan. So it's really good to see that all the players are coming into their own on this side. But LGB, they are on match point now. Can they close it out, or are we going to overtime? cajunb going to be working on to Polly. So that's really good there to kick things off for Team Solo Mid. As device is looking for a shot of his own. We do have a challenger. Who is it? It's going to be Rain. He's going to go down as well. So TSM closing in on this overtime. cajunb takes the next shot. jkaem gets taken out as well. And this is just horrendous for LGB. The AWPs are just picking them apart. They don't have a way to trade onto them. And now it's look at this, another frag, another one. What is happening? 4 kills there for cajunb. Massive. That's 7 kills in 2 rounds. cajunb. Definitely looking great there. So guys, I think this is the first overtime of FACEIT League actually. So yeah, it is. I think I would remember if we would have had one because we've only had 1 day of play so far.
Dan,
so
tell us the rules in overtime. How does this work?
Match rounds 5, $16,000.
So 5 rounds each side.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do this. May the carnage begin.
MR5. Okay. In we go now. Overtime number 1. LGB starting on the T side.
Now LGB play. Yeah, they play. I was just about to say they start on their favoured side. We'll see if that offers any advantage. Obviously, it's the same side as the previous 15 rounds.
They both went 8-7 as well, so of course to make the overtime. So very even, it would seem, on both sides for both teams.
So yeah, as I was saying, they've played the previous 15 rounds, which is obviously, well, obvious. But point being that while this is LGB favoured side, there is the immediate experience for TSM.
Oh, I love that angle. Who is that? That is going to be jkaem. That's such a cool angle. You don't see that super commonly. But if cajunb does decide to... look, he's looking for this.
Has he seen it? He must have seen something.
Oh, no, okay. If they're going to play into his crosshair here, that's going to suck for LGB. But they're aware of this. cajunb has already shown that he's on those angles as well, so they've got to be really careful. And you can see that they're giving the respect to cajunb there. In they go, though. And we have 1 kill coming in from Rain already. dupreeh falls as RUBINO is going to plant towards open. karrigan, though, with a quick frag. Does get traded on. Madness, chaos, bedlam here as we have TSM rolling in. They're a man down, though. LGB looking quite good at the moment. There's Rain. Does manage to get the spray down onto the device. Now it's on zEVES as he rolls around. There's 3 players. He gets completely destroyed as we have the first round of overtime 1 going to LGB. And as you said, you know, we expected flip side tactics to make it through with that lineup with Blade and World Edit, Bondic, you know, all those guys, Markloff, but really LGB have shown that they really deserve their spot.
Absolutely, cannot
really
argue with that. They completely deserve to be here.
And I'm excited to watch them play always. Oh my goodness. Karrigan gets completely annihilated there on the run to short. The timing super fast, the pace blinding for LGB in this round as they go faster and faster in for these plays. TSM trying to respond at the moment, but at the moment it's a bit of a, they've reached a bit of an impasse here. Rain is going to be able to eliminate a player on connector, so that's going to even up things. Look at that, see Karrigan, he's like, wow, you put on your Nikes for that one. That timing was super fast.
So 3 versus 3. Again, the first team to 21 rounds. We'll take this, guys. So hold on to your seats because we are in for a ride. Hold on to your horses. Hold your horses is a completely different phrase. You do realize that, don't you? You know that. You're just a troll. RUBINO watching out for the flank, putting himself in a more advantageous position. LGB, they just know they need to watch. The shadow gives him away as well before his body turns up. That's going to be an easy frag for RUBINO. It's going to force a little bit of a rotation from cajunb and from zipnix as well. And the bomb, however, is on the B side. It's down to cajunb to try and save this. Plant is going to go down. Polly holding the angle as well. That's going to be 2 for 2 so far for LGB. Bit of a chest bump there through the window. Very nice.
Yeah, it reminds me of at the FACEIT LAN finals before when we had, I think it was Fnatic actually, who did like the in game did the team huddle and then like did the high five with the high five.
Yeah, it's in the intro.
It's super cool. Yeah, yeah. And I guess the intro should be on FACEIT.com as well if you guys want to see that. So here we go, another push coming in from LGB up the slope. Bit of a trades, a few trades coming in here. dupreeh and zEVES going down. LGB not really showing their hand though, although they are arriving into connector with Rain. Which is really nice. Oh, he's going to take the frag onto Karrigan over by short as well. That's going to put a lot of pressure on TSM at the moment. That's going to mean that their B player is going to have to go short now to actually cover that gap that's been made by the excellent play and connector by Rain. And of course, the bomb is towards the A bomb site, but that's not something that TSM actually know just yet. cajunb again with these close range picks with the AWP. It's brave. It takes balls to do that. But cajunb is up for the task. That's going to equalize things. LGB dropping into the site now. Trying to get that bomb planted. And there it is. RUBINO knows exactly the right angles to look here for those kills. Able to defend his planting teammate. And that is going to result in a nice 3 versus 2 here. Post-plant for LGB. But can cajunb keep the shenanigans rolling in? He can. That's another frag from him. zipnix chiming in as well. jkaem now against 2 players. Finds the first. cajunb dropped off the toll booth. And there it is. jkaem connects with the head of zipnix. And we have ourselves another round for LGB. That is 3 rounds in a row on the T side for them. They are looking really good at the moment. And once again, I really, really loved how they get players into connector. It's so nice to see how that affects how it distracts, for example, cajunb, because then it means that cajunb can't so freely be looking towards Palace and slope and out into middle. He's got to concern himself with the jungle as well. And, dupreeh going to be pushing apartments Palace in this round to try to make some kind of advantage go the way of TSM, but LGB in response here, they're mad. Look at the spray on the range. That's ridiculous there from Rain, taking down 2 players. zipnix coming in now. He's got a 2-on-3 to worry about. As jkaem's up on the Palace there, just dropping down to a safer, less exposed position in shadow. zipnix got to first find himself through connector. He will actually do that, taking down zEVES. Oh, that nade might just be fantastic. Takes zipnix down. A big chunk of health there. 18 left on him. It's all down to Polly now. As zipnix looks to be going potentially for a bit of a hold here. Oh my god. Oh no. Surely not. Surely not. Oh my god. He holds with no kit. How on earth did Polly let that happen? That is absurd. That is so brave. Okay, holds with a kit. Alright, that's standard. Holds with no kit. That takes balls. ironclad balls. So here we go. TSM now picking up a round. A very much needed round as LGB was starting to really trounce their defense. Going in for an aggressive middle push. And so far it's being deflected, but not without its own losses for LGB. Rain deciding that, you know what, they're pushing middle. The A defense has got to be weak here. Takes his chances, able to take down a quick entry. And now he's got position there. Going to be actually removed by cajunb, which is definitely going to help the defense of TSM as they rotate here. But the bomb is, meanwhile, being ferried all the way around to B. So this is looking really smart. Really good snap call there from LGB, but they're slowing the pace at the moment to try not to give away any sound cues. But this 3-on-3 is really anybody's game at the moment. It's all going to come down to how well TSM can hold LGB as they jump in initially. cajunb's the man. And he's going to get taken down immediately. Looks like Zipnix was in quickly as well, but could just be the 4th round there on the T side. And it will be LGB, 4 rounds on the T side. It could very well have been, in fact, it really should have been 5. That's huge. Hi, James.
Hello.
What is up, my friend? How are you doing? Are you?
Oh, excuse me. I'm still dying. Yes.
Still on the brink of death.
Yeah, it's not going well for me over here. So again, LGB only required 2 rounds on their CT side here to take this match 21 to the X of whatever solo mid would finish up with in that situation. But TSM not out of this by any means. They do, however, need to win at least 4 of these 5 rounds to tie things up 20-20. So they are not in a great situation at the moment. And it gets a little bit worse as the first frag goes in favour of LGB towards the A site. The bomb, however, is over to B, so I think this could be a fake here from TSM. However, how many teammates will it cost them? There are 4 players over to the A bomb site, especially for these guys. It's going to be a long rotation, but there's still no push. They're not moving an inch at the moment. How long is it going to be until LGB start to put extra bodies back towards the B bomb site? Are they just going to entirely rely on zEVES peeking here? There's still no movement there. Just a little bit now. Rain, going into... Actually, I was going to say more passive position, but indeed, he is heading straight over to the B bomb site. And the call is going to come in from zEVES now as the whole push comes in. Finally gets his rifle out. 2 frags. Bomb is down. That's going to be a full rotation from the CTs. But Device with 11 HP is all that's left. And he'll get soon cleaned up by Polly.
That was sick from zEVES. That man deserves a round of applause. That was an excellent hold. His nades were really good, and he pulled out the rifle, very calmly picking off players. He's alone there, but so calm under the pressure, so considered, so good. Maintaining his equanimity there.
I doubt anyone on the stream knows what that word means.
I learned that word from Tasteless.
So what is
Artosis.
it? Very quickly.
It means composure.
Okay.
I watched that. I learned that from watching GOM TV in 2008. But here we go. Polly able to take down the Device straight away, and it's definitely a good start here for them. But gonna get the equalizing frag in quickly. Look at that forward smoke. That's gonna allow TSM to take connector aggressively, and that's really, really nice. Again, they can't just go for the straight up push. Looks like they want to do that. They've got so many bodies in there. Going to be moving through dupreeh, taking down jkaem immediately as they get themselves onto the bomb site. dupreeh, look at that. So aggressive, moving all the way through. Again, finding these quick shots for the AWP. And RUBINO coming in from the back of the site. They didn't clear it quickly enough. dupreeh going to be taking him down. And dupreeh already with 3 kills with this AWP in this round. Is he going to make it number 4? zEVES with a fantastic round previously could just win it right here, right now for LGB. Karrigan's on half health. dupreeh's on 3. Everything to do now here for the man zEVES, but dupreeh gets himself his 4th kill with the AWP and single-handedly saves TSM's chances in this match.
Massive round there for TSM, but every round needs to be massive. Again, they drop a single round and they are donezo with this match until the next playday. So, we're going to see an AWP on both teams. Once again, Polly's going to be rocking his one in mid. Meanwhile, Device is going to be in A apps at the moment. But there is a significant presence from the T's towards the B bomb site, and dupreeh will take down RUBINO. So, with 1 minute and a half on the clock, LGB are already at a 1-man disadvantage. You can see Device is going to take down Rain as well. So, we seem to be heading towards 2018, although zEVES has other ideas. As he will hold on to the B bomb site for the time being, but with all of 1 HP, he really needs to consider his position. Even a flashbang could kill him now.
And slowing things down, this is smart from TSM. They got a bunch of time to work with, a minute left, so they can really set up for something smart. Don't have to rush themselves at the moment. And zEVES is on 1 HP, so that sucks for zEVES at least. And he's can't really effectively be relied upon to defend anything by himself. So he's backing away a little bit. They know what's going on. They're actually seeing that that there is a lack of presence towards B at the moment for TSM. And here they go now, making their way in. And there's a good opening. Device again, finding his team ways into the bomb sites. LGB now, 2 players. One of them has 1 HP. dupreeh.
dupreeh's in the killer position. He's in the game over position right now, but he's looking the wrong way. However, 1 versus 4. I really don't have high hopes for Jake here. Let's look at the money on their team as well. They will be able to buy for the next round. Oh, gets the follow up, but he should be falling soon. No, he takes down dupreeh as well. Looking at the cash though, actually things looking a little bit ropier. May come into play a bit later on. But for now, Jake will save versus 2. Ooh, that's a nice nade.
LGB just need 1 round. Just 1 round. There's 2 left now. TSM really playing with fire, because honestly, if it wasn't for Device connecting all of these shots on the entries, punching the holes through onto the defense of those bomb sites, at the moment TSM wouldn't have their chances. So how long can they rely on Device to be that man to save them? How long can he be relied upon to create these openings? Well, slow rounds here. We do have TSM, you know, I was going to say loitering, but I feel like that's become your word now.
It's a word in the English dictionary, Dan.
But it's your thing, though.
People loiter.
They're idling.
This is London. There's people loitering everywhere, Dan.
They're idling around the A slope area, looking for the grenades here to set up. Now, LGB have 4 players towards A at the moment, so they will be able to have the bodies in place. But if the nades are fantastic and the counter flashes aren't quite good enough, TSM will make a clean entry. Although Polly already in with 1, taking down dupreeh. Device gets the trade though. Zipnix, key position, taking down the players on the bomb site. That should allow TSM to go in closer, but it's a 2-on-3 for them. LGB an advantage here. And again, just 1 round and they can take this map. jkaem close to the bomb boxes. And again, he finds a quick frag. It's all on cajunb right here in this moment. Can he survive against 3 players? He takes down zEVES quickly. The fire proving problematic, and he gets eliminated by RUBINO. And there you go, 21-18 final score. LGB with a really awesome game. Really awesome game from them. And TSM also showing quite how powerful they are on their T sides now, which is quite excellent to see. So that was just an awesome match. What else do you say about that? It
was a pretty good game. Let's have a look at the rankings and see how things are currently shaping up following tonight's matches. So Virtus.pro are 2 for 1 at the moment.
Yeah, Virtus.pro doing really, really well, and especially if you are playing the Fantasy League, you'll be very happy if you have any Virtus.pro players in your team.
2 for 1 like yogurts and Sainsbury's. With let's see, Nip are 1 plate. Okay, Nip. I don't know if that's Nip says 1-1 lost 0. So I don't know. But anyway, Virtus.pro are top. TSM and Envy are bottom with big fat zeros. Dan.
Yeah.
Big fat zeros. I can't wait to see where you are on that HLTV leaderboard tomorrow.
You know what is interesting is that last time we had Hellraisers and Epsilon. And do you remember, they were the kind of like the 2 teams that just kept underperforming. Unfortunately for Hellraisers, I remember this. They had so many matches which they lost in overtime.
Yeah.
And, like, loads of like really strong performances, and they just lose. They just couldn't close. So Hellraisers didn't look as bad as Epsilon in the last in the last league. But yeah, you know, it's much more interesting here because this field of teams is actually. It feels like the skill is much closer and stronger. So this is really exciting, actually. I got to say. So really, really excited to see what this is what's gonna happen in this league and who's gonna make who's going to make it to LAN. I mean, we have the top 5 teams here for the European region are going to go to the LAN finals. Top 2 from NA and top 1 from Oceania are going to go through to the LAN finals. So it's going to be exciting to see who makes it. I really can't call it.
It is indeed going to be exciting, and I believe the next play is actually going to be on Sunday. But I won't be here as I'm flying to Madrid after our North American cast later on tonight. Fun 24 hours for me.
You gotta. I think the last time you missed the last Oceania cast as well. You need to get
I know. I'm missing two Oceania casts in a row. It's brutal. I really want to cast those games, but unfortunately, I will be in Spain. Not a holiday though. I will be doing a fighting game stream in Madrid called ALTTL Madrid. So look out for that. That will be on my channel Arms House. Oh, have a look at this. Money raised so far, 3,252. I do believe this is going to be open until Saturday, and then we will draw for all the winners on Monday. So get involved, guys. justgiving.com/FACEIT. Again, we are supporting a charity called Special Effects, who help people with disabilities. They make games more accessible to them. So people, for example, with spinal muscular dystrophy, I believe it is. We show some videos of these people, some of the people affected by this and how they've been helped. Maybe we could quickly show one now. We do have an AMA coming with Dan
with James.
Via Razor Comms
with
in a few minutes.
Via Razor Comms via Dan.
Download Razor Comms and look for FACEIT.com community channel. You can pose your questions in there. Producer Reedtz will read them out, and Dan will answer them every single one. He will answer all of them. But for now, let's have a quick look at one of these videos, and you can see how this charity helps fellow gamers.